Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing or starting a new segment on my channel, and it's a little bit of a mix of a couple things. Basically going to be doing in-depth reviews about just different products that I've seen really hyped on social media. And a lot of times you see these reviews by people that are sponsored by it or have like a part of their PR team, and as much as some of them are super helpful, there are also some that are not that helpful. So today we are going to be talking about the one and only, the infamous Gymshark active clothing wear line. Okay, so I'm sure plenty of you guys have heard about it. They have gained such a quick following on social media already. And first purchase of Gymshark was actually like 2 or 3 years ago, and this is at the cusp of like when they were starting to gain some traction on social media. And I just kind of bought them because I wanted like decent quality leggings for track that like weren't super expensive, and since then I've gained a couple more leggings in the process. I feel like I've gotten a decent amount of things to kind of give you guys enough info about why you should buy it or why you shouldn't. Now I'm going to be breaking this video into several little components. Anything that I'm showing, I'm going to try to find the links down below. So yeah, we should get started. So I just wrote some notes because I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the right info. Okay, so just some background about this brand, about their founders. It was Ben Francis and Louis Morgan, and that started in 2012, and they were teenagers when they started it, which I'm like, that is so cool, but it also makes me feel like, what am I doing with my life, you know? And it's based in the UK. I don't know if I made that clear, but it needs to be clear. They don't have like specific stores in the US, which I don't think a lot of people know. I think they had a pop-up shop in LA. I don't know if it's still there. I'll have that down below, but other than that, there's no specific like actual shop that like is stationary in the US, which, what? How are they so popular? Okay, so now I'm gonna go into the pros and cons before I go into kind of like the try on portion of this video. One of the things that I really like, social media presence. Now, of course I follow like Nike, Adidas, all those huge brands that have already established themselves and they just like have a household name. But I think Gymshark, what sets itself aside from like Outdoor Voices, Lululemon, Bombshells, all those that I kind of like name dropped, they have a lot of people on their team that kind of up their game. They show different workouts. They're kind of putting the athletic wear in motion and showing you what you can do, what you can't do with it, all that good stuff. And I think that that's really cool because, I mean, you see it on models and they're just like kind of wearing it, but they don't necessarily look athletic. And that kind of brings me into my next point, is that a lot of the models for Gymshark are women and men that like have a love for working out. Now, you don't have to necessarily work out to wear athletic wear. That's not what I'm saying at all, sis. It's just like the models obviously work out, and for me that really speaks volumes because it makes me feel like I can wear the clothes, not necessarily because the models can work out, but there are a lot of petite models for some of these high-end brands that I'm like, I'm never gonna fit into any of their stuff. So that's another pro. Their stuff fits like a glove. Okay, like it literally feels like it's a part of my skin. It can move with me. I don't feel self-conscious. For those of you that are a part of the Thick Squad, Thicky team, Thicky Queens, okay, you don't have to worry here because it literally fits onto you, especially if you have like a skinnier waist. Now, I'm not saying I'm like the thickest chick or whatever, but I definitely have a smaller waist compared to like my butt and like my thighs. And a lot of the times I'll have to like pull up my leggings constantly, especially if I'm running, and I used to run a lot. Next thing, this is huge. Listen, students, attention, students. Okay. Pricing, really great. Now, the times that I've seen online, especially with reviews, people will do a side-by-side comparison between Gymshark and Lululemon, and I will not knock Lululemon off of the fact that they have very high quality products. That's why it's expensive. But at the same time, Gymshark is very great quality, but it also is not that expensive, where I'm not gonna pay $100 for leggings that I'm going to be sweating in. I mean, I'm not gonna wear Lululemon and sweat in it. That's first of all. But with Gymshark, like I'm paying about $30–40 max Some of them are a little bit more, but a lot of them are within the price range of $30 and $40 to work out, and I'm not going to feel self-conscious about constantly wearing it and working out. And then also they have a student discount, which I'll have the link down below where you can like access that or like sign up for that. But they have a student discount, which is great. They acknowledge the fact that, you know, their buyers, most of their buyers are college students or people that might be in school, younger adults. And then last but not least, I kind of touched on this before, I think that Gymshark is the best brand out for me right now. That kind of Gymshark plays more to the curvier side of Instagram and women that have more muscle tone. That doesn't mean other brands do or don't, but just based on my experiences, I'm pretty muscular. I always have been, and I've always had trouble finding leggings that will actually fit and won't fall down. And even on social media, some of their models are a little thicker than some of their petite models, so they're kind of showing you like an array of the different type of women that can rock their wear and it doesn't make anybody feel like they're left out, if that makes sense. So that's awesome. Okay, so it wouldn't be a review without the cons. So some of the things that I think that Gymshark could work on when it comes to the models, I do like that they have a lot of thick women, or muscular women, or women that aren't necessarily very petite, but a lot of their girls are just like blonde and like very attractive and just kind of fit that stereotypical like cute, bubbly type of personality. And I understand that because it definitely has played well for them, but I think that in order to reach more of an audience, it could be great to see more women of color. Now I've seen lately they added, I think her name is Brittany B. I'll have her Instagram down below. They added her to their team. They have a couple other women that are African American. I would just think that it would be cool to see maybe like a Muslim or somebody that of Asian descent, just something. It would be cool. The release dates. So they had a huge issue. A huge issue on I think it was their blackout sale for Black Friday. They said that a lot of things were going to be discounted and like there's just so much going to be released. They had great sales because my sister and I were looking at it the day before trying to pick out what we were going to get, all that good stuff. The day of was a mess. A hot mess. Not even like just like this stuff everywhere. No, it was like SpongeBob's brain whenever they couldn't find his name whenever he threw it out, and like Squidward was like, what's his name? Like my sister was online. How is that possible? For like 30 to 45 minutes, couldn't get any of the things that she wanted. So it's just like when it comes to their stocking and just release dates and just kind of keeping an eye out for already knowing like how many people might be on the site or want to buy something, I think they can improve on that and like use this past year to learn for next year. Now they have expanded more from when I wrote these notes regarding like leisure wear, but I definitely want to see a little bit more from them and a kind of diverse kind of leisure collections, because they have a lot of different collections within like the Gymshark activewear. And I think that a lot of them are very like, ooh, crop top and like soft pants, but it's like, okay, can we have like more of like a billowy shirt, like a soft shirt, long sleeve, like just something a little less like Instagram, like Fashion Nova. Like, can we just have something different a little bit for the leisure wear? I like it. I like what they're doing, but I think that they could be a little bit more diverse with that. Also, one thing, this is the saddest part, but I'm still gonna wear it. This stuff is not sweat proof. There are some parts of some of their like collections in the activewear are sweat or like better at hiding sweat in general. And when it comes to like, because they had like a panty like type of line that came out because of the camel toe situation, but the next thing that y'all could go back to the lab and do possibly is like trying to figure out like what is the best, just finding like better material for the workouts, like the leggings mostly. The shirts, I don't really have enough shirts to kind of make an assumption about, but the leggings, you can literally see everything. If you're doing what you should be in the gym, which is working out, you can see everything. And I don't think they show that on their models on social media enough. I don't really care that my sweat shows, but I know some people are very, very self-conscious about that. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so now I'm gonna be going on into the try-on / showing you some of my favorite pieces from Gymshark that I have purchased thus far. I'll be showing you also a sweat proof for some of these material, or some of the material, because some of them I think that it's very, very obvious, and I want to show those that are very obvious. So the first one is this blue cropped legging, and honestly I didn't think that these were going to be my favorite, first of all, because I'm just like, I'm not gonna say I'm boring. I'm not boring, so what can I use? I like to stick to what I know, and I saw these leggings and they were on sale, so I was just like, okay, I don't have any blue leggings, like I guess it can match more from what I have, so I decided to wear them. The great thing about these is they have like the little butt contour underneath. Again, they have this band in the front, so it kind of cinches at your waist and like just sticks there, so whenever you're doing squats, all that good stuff, it'll just stay. Now I also did a sweat proof of these. I think so far these are the best to work out in when you're actually like, that's a day that you're gonna be sweating a lot. And I only say that because of the mesh material. Because your sweat kind of blends in with like the darker portions and like the contour. So that's just why these are probably my favorite leggings that I've bought so far. Over there we have these gray high-waisted leggings, and these are honestly one of my like top picks, because I have another pair of gray high-waisted leggings. I'm doing this because they're supposed to be high-waisted, but they're not. And the great thing about these is they stay like high-waisted when I'm working out, although sometimes they do slip down a little bit, I will say that and be honest. But they stay on me. I don't feel like very uncomfortable when I'm working out. Once in a while I'll pull them up and that's fine, but that's great, especially for me. I have struggled so much to find leggings. So they're cropped again. I think these are even shorter than the blue ones that I just showed you. They have the Gymshark, you know, symbol right here. But the con to this is that sweating in these is very, 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 very obvious. So the next ones I have are my favorite black leggings that I have out of any of the black leggings that I own, and these are also cropped, which is interesting that most of these that I'm showing you are cropped, but these are very similar to the blue ones that I have, again with the whole Gymshark around the waistband. The great thing about these is, I'm going to show you, hopefully you'll be able to see right here, this clear part, it helps stay up on your body. Like it helps stick to your body, so that let's say this is like a squatting day, your leggings aren't gonna like slip down and then your underwear is gonna show, none of that. Now these, I think you can kind of see your panties if you're like wearing something bright. So I wouldn't wear anything too bright with these. Another thing is that they may be see-through because of the sizing. So if you're wearing them and they're really tight, you're probably going to see your underwear, okay? Okay, the last of my favorite leggings, I keep saying that each of them are my favorite. These are the last leggings, and the funny thing about this is I was talking to my sister about these and I was like, oh, the light green ones, I love the camo ones, and she's like, what? But they're actually considered khaki because again, this is like a to me, it is an abroad brand, so their coloring and all that stuff is a little different. Again, it has the elastic waistband with the clear like sticking part that you can use to hold your leggings up, And these aren't squat proof and they aren't sweat proof, so I don't use these on a day that I'm running a lot or I'm squatting. And if I am, then I just try to like turn the other way. These are longer actually though, which is nice. I do have to roll them once. These are really long and I think that that's cool because they're tall girl friendly, and a lot of my friends that are tall like Gymshark because they feel like they're not an awkward length. So I couldn't just pick one shirt because, as you know, I'm very indecisive. So I picked two of my favorite shirts. Okay, so the first is a ballet tee and it's black, as I said, and it's cropped. The Gymshark like symbol is right here, but it's a little more subtle, which I like. The great thing about these is that you can kind of throw this on and throw on one of their like cropped leggings and just go. Now, would I work out in these? No. This is not for working out, okay? So, and the reason I'll show you in the video, but like every time I like raise my arms, they kind of just come up. You have to adjust it a lot. So for the girls that have a lot of girls, you know what I mean? If you got a lot of boobs, then I wouldn't really wear this to work out because you're gonna be self-conscious the entire time. So the last shirt is this tank top, and again I'm gonna try this on because me just showing you this in front of the camera does not do it justice, okay? So again, this is in black. It has the Gymshark logo right there. In the back, which is the party part of the shirt, it has a cutout, and again I'll be showing this on. I absolutely love it. This isn't a small, by the way. Most of the things that I own in Gymshark are small, which is really weird because I've never really been a small in anything like activewear. Last but not least, I wanted to show a sports bra. Now, this is the only sports bra that I own, but this has slowly become one of my favorite sports bras. And I say this because I like the mesh detailing, similar to the blue cropped leggings that I showed earlier. Here you can see the Gymshark little and this is in a medium actually. Now honestly I should be a small. I was being a little too like excited and thought I was about that life, but I'm not. The thing about these though is that they're padded. Now some people don't really like the padding, but it's okay. You can remove them easily. You can put them back easily because I do that whenever I wash like my sports bra. I'll show you before and after shots of these two. So here's the bra and before. Okay, we back. I tried to film, whatever. I tried to film as soon as I got back, but if you know me, you know I got distracted. So as for the sports bra, I don't feel like taking out my shirt right now. It's a little bit damp. The great thing about it is this area is like an ombre with a gray, and the detailing kind of like covers up the sweat. If you are interested, you totally should go check them out. If you do have any questions about any of the things that I showed in this video or just about Gymshark in general, just comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.